to me, when I hear somebody else, like another guy, talk about how many women he slept with over the years, I mean, it just makes me sad. Because I know that sex is nothing special to him. He views women as more of an object than as an actual person or as a woman, something that's beautiful.
I chose the wrong decision. I made sure I had sex before I got in high school so I could have something to talk about, so I wouldn't be a virgin going into high school, so I could be amongst the older guys talking about sex, trying to seem more wise.
My eyes were really open to sex when I actually had it, and then I started reading about it because I was scared, and I started thinking about how many times do people have sex, and then they have sex, and then they have sex. It hurts to see that and be like, you know what, Christian values broken.
My opinion on it is that the church has made it so bad that kids desire it more. That kids are like, okay, I want to know what that is. That's okay. You're hiding it from me. That's a natural thing for teenagers to do. They're like, okay, you're hiding it. I'm gonna go find it.
And you know, sex is all around us. It's, you know, in our billboards. It's in our language. It's everywhere. I mean, you think about TV commercials. What appeals to guys? What appeals to an 18-year-old boy? A sexy 18-year-old woman.
And I know plenty of females that had sex when they were 13, 14, 15. And once you lose your virginity and fellas hear how you had sex, that's all they're gonna want you for. That's all. And that's how most females wind up getting hurt. Because they just having sex at a young age, and that's all fellas, that's all guys want. Sex.
I mean, it's after marriage, I mean, it's totally great. It's a gift from God given to married couples.
My beliefs are to wait until marriage.
Sex isn't everything it's built up to be. It's just a feeling. To me, I feel it's just best to wait.
Sex is not a really good thing for marriage.
The best thing to do is have sex after you're married. Before, it's never good.
Sex is something you shouldn't do, or I think, when you're not married.
I think teenagers shouldn't have sex because they're not mature enough to handle the consequences.
If you don't want STDs, then don't have sex.
Going back to the sex, I've had sex. And that's why I don't do it anymore. It's because of the teen pregnancies and it's scaring me so much in my values. But not just that, teen pregnancy is not meant to happen.
A girl has a kid at, say, 16. I mean, she's going to grow up a little bit, but I mean, at heart, she's still 16 years old and still needs somebody to look after her, tell her right from wrong.
We still have so many things to accomplish in life. And one thing that I think about when I think about teen pregnancy is I think about how many divorces go on between the ages of 18 and 22. The person that you married at 18 is not going to be the same person that you married at 22.
We're young teenagers. We should enjoy life, be free, and not have to worry about family. We have all the time in the world to grow up, all the time. We're just starting our life. We're in our prime.
Even though some guys do have children at an early age, I mean, the odds of them staying together are just astronomical. And
then you start to think about life. And then you start to think about the big picture. And when you think about the whole big picture of life, sex is only like a little part of it. So that's just kind of my thinking.
I don't get why people do drugs.
I think that in certain areas like the inner city, it's more common.
All races do drugs. So it's not because that you're white that you do drugs more than a black person or vice versa.
waste your time, waste your brain cells, take your money, take people's trust. No good can come of it.
There are some people who just don't care. And when you meet people that just don't care, it's like your life must be really bad inside.
Some of my friends that I used to hang out with when I was younger, like 8 and 9, you know, they're teenagers now, and you know, they're smoking crack, doing weed.
I've seen people ruin their lives with drugs.
I know plenty of people that passed away from using drugs. Cocaine, heroin, they just do it. My brother, my older brother, for example, he's a drug addict. My uncle, he's a drug addict. My uncle's not even that old. My uncle's only 54. He was very sick, very old. I mean, he's been using drugs since he was my age, and drugs can really damage you.
I've had a lot of friends that use drugs, and it's just really scary. You can hurt yourself and you can hurt other people.
One of my friends died because she had an overdose of pills last year.
I've seen kids that were just clean cut and they're just do-gooders, you know.
It kills you and it kills the others around you.
Basically, I feel bad and I want to feel good, and I'm gonna do this temporarily until it's gone. But what they don't know is the emptiness in them is only gonna continue growing.
I feel you can find anything else better than drugs to use to take that pressure, just take the pressure off.
Drugs just causes pain and hurt. You know, they're illegal, and yet drugs happens all the time. We can get drugs, people can smuggle drugs.
If your mother was to find out that you were doing drugs, you know, she would be very, very hurt. And then if you just keep doing them and doing them and doing them, sooner or later, you know, either you're going to get very sick or you're going to die. And then your mother is, you know, she's just going to feel like there's nothing else to live for, you know.
I'm drug free, and I plan on staying that way. I don't need drugs to enhance me or nothing to make me perform better or nothing, because I'm a well-performed athlete, musician, whatever you want to call it, without drugs, so I don't need it.
Drugs not a good thing to do. That's why I don't do them.